go. I'm talking to you for the final time. This is the final part of the quest, right? Maybe. Whee. Gosh darn it, bro. Left stick drift. And all my bursts have been taken away.
What's wrong? Huh? Are...
Hello. I do apologize for the sudden intrusion.
We found this guy in the street, but he doesn't seem to remember anything. So, yeah, quite an eventful walk.
You tell Leslie Kusanali about what happened to creator the Grand
You
Bazaar.
say that you are trekking across to Vat to train yourself. Many other Inazumans who describe themselves in this way call themselves Shugenja. Why do you refer to yourself as a wanderer?
Well, it seems more relevant in my case. To me, it sounds like a plant with no roots. But these two claim that they know me, and that I have a hidden past unknown even to myself.
I wouldn't call it the past, but rather... this is a difficult one to explain. I don't like to rely on using terms like this often, but in your case, it seems that it ought to be called, previous incarnation.
Oh, like a past life or something?
Yes, something far more distant than the past.
Why is he animal,
so
not
far
electro?
away that you cannot perceive it.
Okay, I have to ask. What was I like in my previous incarnation? Oh, you want to tell me, but you can't bring yourselves to say it. Looks like I didn't have the most wonderful existence in my previous incarnation.
What do you think of
If
where to
it's that
start?
difficult to talk about, I have no doubt it will be just as difficult to hear, but I'll be able to handle it. Please, tell me the truth.
Is truth something you care a lot about?
Yes.
Then I'll be straight with you. In your previous incarnation, you did many things that would be considered evil. You nearly died because of what other people did. And many died because of you. As a non-human being, you hated gods and humans alike. You drifted from place to place, never able to settle, even where you found status and identity. You adamantly believed that you were missing a heart. Actions rooted in persistence sometimes bear bitter fruit. Sometimes, you have to let parts of yourself go, or you'll never be happy.
Bars? Actually, is facts though. Stubbornness. This is only gonna
I
get you
gave everything
stubborn
I had,
fruits.
but it barely changed history at all.
In terms of the outcome alone, that's true.
I don't think I can judge everything I've heard purely in terms of right and wrong. Each choice a person makes belongs to a specific place and time. A chain of cause and effect. A cycle of karma and consequence.
That is the nature of truth. If one thing is right, its opposite must be wrong. And yet, dichotomies like this are not enough to explain the world in all of its complexity.
It seems like my previous incarnation wasn't the most likable individual.
Not really.
We're not trying to hurt your feelings or anything, but yeah, we weren't your biggest fans.
If we were enemies, why are you trying to help me find the truth?
This is so frustrating! This guy's supposed to be our arch enemy, but now he's just some random stranger we met on the street!
I wouldn't say arch enemy. Okay, he's not that. He's just a really strong enemy that we got up against multiple times. If Genshin was ever an anime, he would low-key be like the boss that you fight at like in like the third season, but you realize he was just a subordinate for like an even powerful boss. You know, that's the type of shit that he
He's
is.
got so much to answer for, but we can't make him talk because he doesn't remember anything. What a weird situation.
Lesser Lord Kusanali, as the god of wisdom, I trust that everything you told me must be true.
Yes, it's all true. I can even show you the memories themselves, if you're willing.
Please, I want to see them for myself. I want to experience my own transgressions.
Even though it will cause your present self great mental anguish?
I'm just a puppet. With no heart and no name. There is nothing in this world for me to cling to fill the void within me. Except maybe these sins that can never be undone.
Very well. As you wish.
Wait, shouldn't we go with him? This one's kind of on us for bringing him here.
Don't worry. Whatever danger I might face, it's my burden to bear.
Traveler, could I ask you to supervise him on my
Oh, good point. Given your, unique situation, we'd better keep an eye on you.
I'm sorry, but the Electro version him still looks better. This is like so plain. It's like his Electro looks more like a balladeer.
Understood.
Thank you. Now, prepare yourselves, everyone.
Into the memory. Let's go.
This looks like Inazuma.
Right now, you're in a dream I created using information extracted from your memories.
I should have picked Kazuha. Kazuha is so good for like these weird ass domains, bro.
These memories will show you the raw truth, but be aware that enemies may react just like in the real world.
Sounds like an immersive experience. It's a good thing we came along.
You don't need to do this for me. I don't deserve your protection.
We never give up halfway. Well, we had to once, but that was your doing.
We were just finishing up the job.
All right. Thanks.
Wanderer, this is the Shake Pavilion. In your Balladeer incarnation, this is where the Electro Archon placed you after your creation. You had a great many memories here.
Is that because this is kind of like his birthplace?
You could say that, in a sense. You'll see why shortly.
I hear footsteps.
This place is huge. I can't believe the landslide didn't fill it in. I wonder who built it. The Crystal Marrow Miners? No, there's no way. Look at this exquisite construction work, and so well preserved, too. No mining crew would be capable of this. There's someone passed out on the ground. You're awake. What happened? How'd you get stuck here? Are you injured? Huh. Not a scratch. And these fine clothes. Who are you?
This man is Katsuragi, deputy to Torichiyo's adopted son, Mikoshi Nagamasa. He found the Balladeer in Shake Pavilion and took him back to Tatarasuna.
Katsuragi, deputy of Shoshi's son. Oh, okay, so is so Nagamasa is the father of no. Okay, so this is Katsuragi. Toshio is the father of Nagamasa.
And
Okay,
the
that
rest
makes
is
sense.
history. Well, it used to be.
In the original version of events, Katsuragi was ultimately killed by Nagamasa.
Let me get you out of here. Our people are nearby. Hang in there.
During the Tatarasuna incident, Niwa was murdered by the doctor, disguised as a mechanic. The Balladeer, then known as the Kabukimono, disappeared not long after. As the second in command at Tatarasuna, responsibility for what had happened fell to Mikoshi Nagamasa. But Katsuragi had sworn lifelong loyalty to Nagamasa after the latter had once saved his life. At Katsuragi's insistence, Nagamasa killed him to put an end to the Tatarasuna incident.
Katsuragi seems like he was a good guy.
He looks like a warrior, but he has a kind face. Why couldn't he live a long and happy life?
We have the Sunsita, there's wheat and stuff, man.
Nagamasa, I found this young guy in a cave sealed off by a landslide. He doesn't remember his name.
Well, we need to call you something. I hear the workers are calling you the Kabuki Mono.
It's fine with me.
Katsuragi, report to Niwa. Tell him we have someone new joining us.
Am I tripping? I was about to say. Yeah, it's constantly for too long. There we go.
Huh? What are we doing back here? Whoa, this is where you were born? It's pretty, but there's nobody here.
I was abandoned, like you. I lived here for a while at first, but there's nothing for us here. We can't stay.
Okay, I heard my mom and dad used to make swords, but the factory manager died, and then my dad got sick. He kept
Aww.
coughing all the time, just like me. Then mom started coughing too.
But you can't.
Yup, we're family now. We're gonna be together forever and ever.
This child didn't have a name. Or rather, the balladeer didn't know what to call him. His father died before he could name him. After his mother died, the child stayed in their straw hut alone. Some of the neighbors helped to raise him. After leaving Tatarasuna, the balladeer ran into this child who didn't have a name, just like him. They made a promise to live together.
What happened to the child?
He died from his illness while he was still very young. The balladeer came home one day and found that he had stopped breathing.
Hey! What's wrong? Say something! You promised me we could be family! You're no different from Niwa and all the others. You betrayed me too. The voices have gone. It looks like the memory ends here.
Let's keep going.
You do realize you're blocking my path.
I come not to obstruct you. I've been waiting. What you are truly is a weapon. One that could be wielded with an iron will. Or you could continue to drift aimlessly.
Are you trying to win me over?
Long-fated rebellion has begun. Why not take your faith at the banquet and join those who shall feast?
Spring forth!
Put your back into it! Trying to fulfill my duty!
I miscalculated.
This place is dark.
Paimon knows this place. It's the Delusion Factory in Inazuma.
In the original version of events, the traveler once encountered the balladeer here.
Such a creepy atmosphere. Hey, look over there!
Well, well, my fair lady. Is this rundown factory and these incompetent fools all for me? Wow. You shouldn't have.
Huh. What do you have to gain from belittling your subordinates? You might not want to admit it, but you are a part of this plan. Perhaps you find fighting in the Abyss to be a more meaningful use of your time? Oh, but of course, even this pales in comparison to being experimented on by the doctor.
What a sharp tongue you have. Funny how negotiating never seems to be your strong suit. For the task ahead, I suggest you keep your true feelings to yourself.
Save your breath.
Tell me it
I
doesn't
know
look
what I
better
have
as
to
an
do.
Electro.
I'm sure you think so, but I still think you need to hear it. Don't start thinking you're invincible, and don't let your emotions get in the way.
Surely you're not worried about me.
I just can't have you getting in my way. You and Child never fail to find ways to complicate things.
He's literally calling them losers.
I'm merely lighting a little fire in this chaotic nation. But you, being tossed out like trash, must make you want to destroy it completely. Do you remember the last time you were here? That was a lot of swordsmiths you killed. I'm sure the descendants of the Raiden Gokaden are still suffering the consequences now. Look at you. Oh, don't get so sentimental. Now, give that poor little tongue of yours a rest and stop pretending like you're above everyone. By then, see you at the victory feast.
Poor little tongue? She's playing with fire talking to me like that. Who does she think she is? Forget it. Someone might find me here any minute now. I should prepare to give them a warm welcome.
The plot does not end here. There is more of this story to come. Wanderer, are you able to continue?
Yes. Please don't worry.
Why are you staring at me in silence? Can't you think of a nicer way to express yourself?
I'm under no obligation to be nice to you. Besides, I thought nothing mattered to you except results and your own interests. Isn't that right, witch?
Muddle-headed puppet. You're only number...
Did not mean to do that. I meant to still watch the whole cutscene. Damn it.
Looks like we've arrived in Sumeru.
Kill them too fast.
Is that?
Considering that Amorta's sage, Nafis, refused to join this project, I'll take part in the experiment in his place.
Welcome. I look forward to a fruitful collaboration.
When do we start?
You seem impatient. You should know that becoming a god is far from a trivial affair.
The biological transformation is a lengthy process. As such, I too would recommend that we commence as soon as possible. In the event that a successful connection is established, his body will become permanently bound to the machine, and he will be unable to move independently of it.
Nothing worse than what I've been through before then, Doctor.
You were the most resilient test subject I ever came across. Thanks to you, I was able to garner a great deal of information. Alas, after that,
The
you were
greatest
under
puppet
orders to
and
remain in the abyss. We barely saw each other, and it became difficult to further refine the knowledge I had gained.
That was gracefully worded. Ever wonder what they think if they knew that nothing matters to you, apart from your crazy experiments?
I suggest you speak to me in a more respectful tone, Scaramouche. The mere fact of your utility does not make you indestructible.
The doctor again? That was uncomfortable to watch.
That person gives off a very sinister energy.
He's a doctor. Isn't he like number 2 in the Fatui Harbingers? The Jester would be number 1 then.
It's normal for him to give you the creeps. He scares the bejeebers out of Paimon.
Let's move on.
Okay. Might have to like look up on YouTube and see like the scenes because I wanted to know what they said.
You're a god. Do you think I'm evil?
If you accept that he is you, just as you are you, then yes, you are evil.
In your eyes, are there any differences between humans and puppets?
Do you think there are any differences between your
Between you-
present self and your previous and future incarnations? If not, then what are the differences between humans and puppets? Whoever has tasted the joys and sorrows of life in the human realm is human. Whoever has loved and lost, cried with grief, howled with rage at the tragedy of death that eclipses the miracle of life, they are human too.
I feel like in this way, this is kind of like reinforcing the Doctor is evil and kind of a monster because he kind of just sets aside all of these different emotions and feelings and just kind of really like he mostly keeps to himself. Honestly, I mean, we kind of saw it ourselves. He had multiple different um, what did he call it? Like pieces of himself scattered throughout like Tavat, all like acting like a semi like a hive mind, and the only reason and his most selfish part like just betrayed all of them because he didn't care, and even Nahida described him as a monster in fox clothing when the foxes was referring to everybody like Inazumans and humans. So
I've seen enough of my past. If possible, I'd like to reclaim the sins that are mine to bear. No matter the consequences, I won't run from blame or punishment. Whatever I am due, let it come to pass. Can you return my memory?
Huh? But won't that mean you'll lose your current identity?
I've always believed that human lives follow a set of rules, with each person being a collection of past experiences. As a puppet living in a human world, my life is subject to the same rules.
Regaining your memories means reverting completely to your previous incarnation. All the emotions that you discarded will return to you. Are you sure you want to do this?
I've lived with a void in my chest my whole life. My creator didn't need me. And ever since I awoke, I've just drifted from one place to the next.
I wonder how I wonder how the Raiden Archon, or no, the Electro Archon would react to seeing Wonder.
But then I met you, and I finally realized that reclaiming my missing sins might be my one opportunity to become my true self.
Is it the true meaning of Guerrilla Rukadavada's words? A person can't erase themselves even though that their original balladeer is gone. This person will live in his place. Even though the original balladeer, oh sorry, even though the original balladeer has gone, this person will still live in his place. As a person sins, or a person sins is escapable part of their destiny too.
I've always felt I have an innate
Maybe.
tendency to yearn for something more, in a way that goes deeper than for most people. But for all my soul searching as a Shugenja, I've never fully understood it. Looking at it now, it seems that I brought this curse upon myself. So I beg you, grant me this opportunity to gain a purpose, to change my destiny, and end my wandering.
Very well. Since your mind is made up, I will return to you that which is yours.
Oh,
You
big
have made your
cutscene time.
decision. Now, take this.
Set him free?
A puppet? What's he doing here? You're a human as far as I'm concerned.
Everyone's here. Wonderful.
Asher.
What a fine blade. Nagamasa will be thrilled.
I'd agree.
This is my...
Is he alright? No way!
Again? But that's not bad. I'll play this shit again. I can't lie though, bro. This is actually a sick boss. Type shit.
Hey! Are you done yet?
All worthless dross will be purged. That's why this won't be the end.
Balladeer?
He got the
Die.
anima. Let's do this bullshit.
This is trying my patience. Have you got any more stupid questions? Behold, churn upon the gale. Squall Fury. At my command, you shall fall. Insignificant pest! Perish! Unsightly insects! My endless cycle begins! The wind rises. Churn!
No, 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 no.
Too slow. Feeble human! Squall Fury.
Come on.
Insignificant pest! The wind rises.
Close. I'm supposed to beat him.
Know your place.
There we go. I was supposed to use R2 while using his ult, but it's fine, I guess. Everlasting Lord of Arcane Wisdom. Imagine you had to do the whole actual boss fight with Wonder alone. That's actually like near impossible.
Imbecile! Get out of my sight.
It disappeared. Did we win?
What did you expect? I'd never lose to that.
There's the tone of voice again. You're definitely back to your old self.
Yay!
But it was you inside that thing too. What have you got to be smug about?
Sorry. I'm harsh on myself and everyone else. Just the way I am.
Never recover your memories. The past will catch up to you.
You sound like you're concerned about me.
Maybe
But
a
don't
little.
worry. Thanks to you, even if I didn't change a thing, at least I now know the truth.
The memory recovery seems to have been a success. This dream has served its purpose.
Come on. Let's continue this outside.
Why does this guy seem like a enemy that became a friend? Me, myself, but not I. Damn. It's kind of hard, not gonna lie. Me, myself, but not I.
Welcome back, traveler. Time.
What's good?
It feels like we just went on a really long journey.
Because we
Everyone's
did.
exhausted.
We went from Sumeru, Inazuma, came back to Sumeru, went some digging, went past, fucking
You
went
don't
everywhere,
like being
bro.
addressed by that name?
It's fine. But I was just thinking. After learning about everything the doctor did, there's no way I can carry on using a name connected to him. I'm not planning on returning to the Fatui. and they wouldn't take me back anyway.
Recent events.
Recent events will have affected a lot of people, and they might not even remember who the sixth is.
Actually, it's actually kind of crazy. He is ranked the sixth strongest Fatui Harbinger.
So,
That's
you're
pretty high up
quitting the
there.
Fatui for good?
It's called a tactical trait.
It's like you said, Lesser Lord Kusanali.
No.
Everything may look futile, but it wasn't completely meaningless. At least I made a lot of people forget about me.
But that doesn't mean your own past has disappeared.
That's also a true.
Of
Point is
course.
proven.
And your main goal, for which you gave up everything you had, you weren't able to achieve it. I hope you can see and understand that. Changing the world, changing the past, changing the fates of other people, these are not simple things to accomplish. What you are looking for is complete annihilation. But this is just a fantasy. Even if the Balladeer is removed from existence, the world will not heed your will.
Indeed. How ridiculous.
Do you regret doing all that when you've gotten so little in return?
Even if I'm completely worthless, there's nothing in the world worth regretting. Lesser Lord Kusanali, you purposely left that information in Irminsul, didn't you?
The only way to look forward is look backwards, I guess.
And I took pains to make sure that you'd acquire that information naturally.
Why would you go to such lengths? You trying to win me over too?
In all honesty, your past experiences have made you a useful asset to Sumeru and to me. Winning you over was indeed a part of my plan, but before that, I wanted to tell you the truth about your past. If all I wanted to do was use you, then I'd be no different from the doctor.
Very clever.
I guess you could say that's one of my virtues.
Utility to others is what gives me worth. So if embracing my sins is what it takes to make me useful again, so be it. Oh,
He doesn't
right.
see you in that way.
I almost forgot. You're the good guys. You're into justice and all that. Sorry if I have a slightly different perspective on things, but I don't feel like I've been duped. The wisest leaders are fated to end up with the best helpers. I can live with that.
Okay, so it's a different look at justice, chaotic justice.
I'm glad you're able to think of it in that way. Traveler, in the future, I'll continue to search Irminsul more deeply and see what secrets can be uncovered, including the beginning of your twins' journey recorded in Irminsul. What exactly happened before and after that point? I want to know as well.
That's difficult. Yeah, I feel like if we had just been here a couple hundred years earlier, we could have definitely known about it, because we would have then met up with Greater Lord Brooker Devada. But another thing still, how did forbidden knowledge get to Inazuma? We knew it was because it was King Deshret, and King Deshret had spread it through all, but how did King Deshret get to, like, how did he obtain forbidden knowledge? And what exactly is forbidden knowledge? All we know about it is that it's from the abyss. But if it's from the abyss, then why did uh, the main traveler's sister like affect her? Is it maybe what Zhongli said because of corrosion? I mean, Zhongli himself said even I will be affected by corrosion eventually with my memories. This story just keeps the more you look into it, the more answers you have, bro.
I will try.
Traveler. After I dove into the information torrents in Irminsul, why did you go to Inazuma? So that's how
Sorry,
you
I was
found out
yawning,
whose
bro. I'm
fate had
so
changed.
tired.
And how? Well, whatever your reasons, you did me a favor. And I'll do everything I can to pay it back.
I didn't do all this for a reward. Please don't make it sound like I'm extorting you.
Borrowing and returning are the only real relationships between individuals. I'll balance the books one day. Don't you worry.
That's not true. A relationship between two people is not simply a ledger that can be reset to zero. I think deep down you realize this. People who show up in your life don't just evaporate like water drops and leave nothing behind. There is no such thing as balancing the books. Some things in this world can never be brought back. and they can never be
That's an accounting
changed.
reference if you didn't
Which is
understand it.
why there is emotion in the human world. Everything that you feel is real and lasting. And to be human is to
Not even
live
press
with
X.
imperfections. You can choose whether or not you want to be human.
But humans can't live without a heart, can they? Anyway, I gave up trying to become a human a long time ago.
Just be yourself. No need to be human.
You understand what pain is perfectly well, even without a heart. You're just bearing your feelings. The past is set in stone, but you can keep moving on. And the longer your future lasts, the shorter your past will become, until one day, it is but a tiny fraction of your life.
He wants to be. He wants to finally be free. Same thing as Da Vinci, the god of freedom.
Sounds like you've got a future planned out for me.
Hope you can give you the chance.
Everything's ended up being pretty darn complicated. Paimon doesn't even know where to start, but the most important thing now is that you need to follow Nahida. Otherwise, all our efforts will have been for nothing.
Then I guess I'll be helping you from behind the scenes from now on.
Let's go from enemies to
I'm
friends.
glad that you've accepted our proposal. Why don't you choose a new name to celebrate?
Ooh! Paimon wants to pick an ugly nickname for you, too.
Why?
Because Paimon still doesn't like you that much.
Then I hope we don't see much of each other in the future.
A name is life's first gift. You didn't say it out loud, but I know that's what you're thinking. The Traveler and Paimon have helped you a lot. If you can't decide on a new name, maybe you can ask them for ideas.
No, Paimon only does nicknames. If it's a serious name you're after, it's all yours.
Can I like select a nickname?
Have you got anything?
Okay. Rules and disclaimers for name modifications. Name change rules. You can obtain the item an an no, apoplectic stroke from the Archon Quest Interlude of Genesis, which will either get you to change Enanos adrift, wander Anemo Wonder's name. Please note that names cannot be utilized in this change. Once you have renamed this character, some interfaces in the game going forward will display that name when you have chosen. There is a limit to the number of times you can rename the character. Disclaimer: the travelers. Please ensure that you follow our terms of service when using this function to create a healthy gaming environment. Please read the. Please confirm that. What's it? Okay. I'm not sure. This is a cringy name, but I kind of like it. Let me just make sure that I spelled it correct. Yep, looks like about it. Ah, one letter over. Okay, so we can't use Dark Dissension. Actually, you know what? Calcifer. I believe that's how you spell his name from Howl's Moving Castle. Calcifer. Yep.
Are you sure? Oh, all right. If you say so.
There. Now you have a name of your own.
What about a nickname? Are you done yet?
I still think...
Take your time. I don't need to see you again until you've thought of one. Everyone who manipulated me and made me suffer will have to pay the price.
You mean the Fatui?
The doctor.
Now that your stance has changed, I believe your future path will change accordingly. But it won't be immediate. You still need some time to compose yourself.
One more thing. There are still some descendants of the Raiden Gokuden living in Inazuma. Some of them know. Well, they ought to know about the connection between Raiden Gokuden and myself. I don't plan to leave Sumeru for the time being. If you see them in Inazuma, please tell them that I was the one responsible for the Raiden Gokuden's downfall. Even though the events have been erased from the world, they still deserve to know the truth.
I see.
That is up to you.
Huh? But if we do that, then...
It's fine. Let them stab their blades into my chest if they so desire. Maybe that's how it always should have been.
To give yourself the hardest punishment, because that is what you think you deserve. Okay, Calcifer.
No nonsense. I like it. All right, let's call it a day. Goodbye, wise deity. And you too.
He's gone.
What he went through today would have been like living an entire lifetime in an instant. He'll need some time to calm down.
But why is Calcifer one of my favorite characters now? What the hell?
True. But even so, after everything that's happened, he doesn't seem quite as fierce anymore.
There were some bumps along the way, but it's
So
all
we
over
can
now.
finally go eat? Paimon is starving.
Thank you both. I hope you will find somewhere nice to go and relax for a while.
Will do. Will do.
I've got it! I can end my novel with some words from Mikoshi Nagamasa.
You mean because everyone else in the story is dead?
Yeah, I heard that Mikoshi Nagamasa died at a ripe old age. He's the perfect fit to be the narrator of the epilogue.
Okay.
The dark clouds had dissipated, but they continued to cast their shadow in Mikoshi Nagamasa's mind for decades to come. Then, one night, as an old man, he had a dream. On the night when that prized blade, the Daitatara Nagamasa, was forged, the people rejoiced, and there was painting, dancing, and drinking. All these expressions of joy melted down in the furnace fire and turned into red clouds that rallied around the final sunrise that Mikoshi Nagamasa saw in his lifetime.
That's beautiful. What the fuck?
A story too long to be told. A journey that you must walk to behold.
Bars. Return to the resting place. Scaramucci.
It's about time we had a break. As soon as you stop, all the tiredness and hunger comes rushing back.
Yeah, I feel that.
Wow, great! Huh? Look at the vase.
What about?
Did someone break it while they were cleaning the room or something? But Paimon doesn't remember there being a cleaner.
The night we stayed here, Bob bumped into the tapes after being startled by something to do with the Balandir and broke the vase. But the Balandir erased his existence. He changed the world, so why did the
You
vase...
sound lost and confused.
Who the fuck is that? What the fuck?
I know why you are troubled. Any who knew of this would find their mind overwhelmed.
Who are you?
Is there someone here talking to us?
Rukadavara?
Unfortunately, the fate of Tevat cannot easily be changed. Perhaps a god may have a slim chance, but for anyone else, Who can say? When a small animal runs into a tree trunk, though the tree may sway, it is not displaced. The same is true of fate.
So, what she's saying, just because you adjust, just because you modify time, doesn't mean that time can't just adjust itself.
Like a vase that falls to the ground. Whether it is broken by a cat or by a bird, the result is still a broken vase, is it
Yeah,
not?
this is kind of all. Shit, no more.
Who are you? How do you know about all this?
History does not change easily, but human hearts can. Believe your own eyes. Only that which you see is true.
The voices disappeared. And who the heck was that? And what were they doing coming out of nowhere and saying all that scary stuff?
Believe my own eyes.
Anyway, that face is still lying there broken on the ground. Should Paimon go get someone to clean it up? It feels wrong just leaving it there. Just a moment. Paimon will be right back.
Interlude, Chapter 3. Inversion Genesis. That was a fire chapter, bro. Holy shit. From beginning, middle to end, everything was amazing. I can claim my awards right now since I'm done. Thank you guys for watching. I know that my reaction to my commentary were a bit dull, but bro, I'm so tired. I don't School came up, so I don't really have much time to record many videos. I do have a lot of videos kind of prepared, but I did a lot of them at night 'cause that's the only time when I can really record. So, I'll try to like get a better, um, maybe just better energy. I'll try to think of something for sure. I'm gonna be checking up on my footage and just seeing what I could do, and maybe if I could just like,
Thank you for
and maybe I could just like look at what I'm doing and just improve upon on what I'm doing, like and like how I'm recording and saying things. But without further ado, Mysteria of Sarasuna, Echoes of History, Parinama, Parinama, the cat, fox, cat, bird, monster, me, myself, but not I, and last but not least, Inversion of Genesis. Okay, now let's do one summon. Hopefully I get Zhao. Nope, 4 piece. Give me Yao Yao. Yao Yao. I don't want strings, bro. I have way too many copies of this freaking thing already. Holy shit. Come on, Yao Yao. Yao Yao. Give me like something useful. Give me like Zhao or Yao Yao. I don't need Ning Wong copies. I literally have her C6. I don't want her. Okay, that's L. Come on. Early Early Zhao. Benny Pity, Benny. Nope, not Benny Pity. Okay, but I have some. So hopefully, I should be close to hard pity on this banner. Come on. 5 star, 5 star, 5 star. 4. Let's go! Let's go! Are you kidding me, bro? I don't. I need to check out C1. Bro, if this was like Wolf's Gravestone, I would have been like 10 times happier, bro. If this was like almost anything, bro. When is HP is 50, is above 50. That's decent, I guess. I think this is better. When looks take damage, attack speed increases by 10, and his attack increases by 10%, and his attack increases by the last person takes it. Yeah, that's like not bad, honestly. That's probably decent, but That's so unlucky, bro. If I had got Diluc on my pity, bro, I could have gotten like literally anything. I would have taken anything. I would have taken us. I would have. I would have. I kid you not. I would have taken Sacred. Sacred Atlas. But that concludes for today's video. I'm glad that I at least got something. That's kind of nice. Oh, it's actually I have 5. I can now do one more multi. I actually do 2 more singles, not multi. So the gambling continues, ladies and gents. Come on, Zhao, 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 Zhao. Nope, no Zhao. Okay, come on, Zhao, 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 Zhao. No Zhao, bro. Uh, anyways, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. And if you're watching this on the weekend, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day on the weekend. I will see you guys next time.
Torn
Peace.
to oblivion.